has solidified The Simpsons' place in pop culture history as the ultimate soothsayers of our time. Remember that futuristic episode, Lisa's Wedding, we talked about earlier? Well, it also gave us a glimpse into the future of communication. In one scene, Lisa makes a video call using a device that looks suspiciously like a cross between a telephone and a small television. Now keep in mind, this was 1995. The internet was in its infancy and video calling was the stuff of science fiction. But the Simpsons writers were onto something. Fast forward to the 2010s and smartphones with built-in cameras become ubiquitous. Apps like FaceTime and Zoom make video calling an everyday occurrence. The Simpsons didn't invent video calling, but they certainly envisioned it long before it became mainstream. Even the smallest details in The Simpsons can be surprisingly prescient. In the 1994 episode Lisa on Ice, we see a scene where a character types "beat up Martin" into a primitive digital assistant, only to have it autocorrect to "eat up Martha." At the time, this was just a funny throwaway joke, but it turned out to be eerily prophetic. Years later, as smartphones and autocorrect became ubiquitous, people started experiencing the same frustrating and often hilarious mishaps. This Simpsons joke even caught the attention of Apple engineers, who admitted that it inspired them to improve autocorrect technology. Who knew that a cartoon could have such a real-world impact? The Simpsons doesn't shy away from tackling real-world issues, even in the world of sports. In the 2014 episode You Don't Have to Live Like a Referee, Homer is recruited to be a World Cup referee, only to find himself caught in the middle of a FIFA corruption scandal. Just 1 year later, in 2015, a real-life FIFA corruption scandal erupted, leading to the arrest of several high-ranking officials. The Simpsons had seemingly predicted another major event, this time in the world of international soccer. While they didn't get all the details right, Germany won the World Cup in 2014, not a South American team as depicted in the episode, the prediction of the corruption scandal itself was eerily accurate. Chapter 13. The Simpsons often satirizes society's tendency to overreact and censor art. In the 1990 episode Itchy and Scratchy and Marge, Marge leads a campaign to censor the cartoon violence of the Itchy and Scratchy show. This leads to a debate about censorship in Springfield, with Michelangelo's David becoming a target of controversy. Decades later, in the 2010s, Michelangelo's David once again became the subject of censorship debates, this time in the real world. From Russia to the United States, activists called for the statue to be covered up, citing its nudity as offensive. The Simpsons had, in a way, predicted the re-emergence of this debate, highlighting the cyclical nature